Hello to everybody students, welcome to our English class. Today we are going to start our new topic from the 10th class English textbook. So today we are starting the 7th unit, that is Nation and Diversity. So everybody should have to open the page number 196. In the page number 196 from our textbook we had this our 7th unit, that is the Nation and the Diversity. Right children? Now let us see here. So from the Nation and the Diversity, what you understood? What is the title of the lesson here? Nation and the Diversity. Nation means country, any country. That means we can call it as the India, okay, Africa, China, Japan, or whatever it may be. So for every country we are just calling it as the nation. But we are the Indians, we are living in India, we are just talking about our India only, right? So ours is a nation, India is our nation, children. So nation is nothing but a country, right? Next, and diversity. Diversity. What is the meaning of diversity? Can anyone give me the answer? What is the meaning of diversity? Yes, one or two students are raising their hands. Very good. So the diversity, the meaning of diversity is nothing but here the state of being diverse. The state of being diverse, that means, or variety, V-A-R-I-E-T-Y, means some different religious people living in one country, that is called the diversity. The state of being diverse or variety, different varieties of the people, that means different religious people are living at one place, that is called the diversity, children. So from our 7th unit we are going to have the reading A, B and C, which is related to the about our country and its unity in diversity, children. Okay, so we had a unity in the diversity. In different varieties, in different religions, we have the unity here. That only we are going to learn from our unit. So reading A is the children. So from the 7th unit, reading A, my childhood. Whose childhood we are going to learn and why we are going to learn? Okay, that we are going to see. Right? Before going to start our unit, let us see the picture here in the page number 196. Already I have mentioned on the blackboard. So we have one picture here. Yes, a Muslim religion person. Okay, he is playing with a Hindu religion, with one of the sadhu or saint also we can tell. Right? Both of them are playing, and some other players also included of different religions. Yes or no? So why this situation is going to be happen here? Why? Because we had a unity here. Okay, in our country we had the unity. That's why all the religious people are living together. Now, few questions are mentioned here. What does the picture signify? I told before only. What it is signifying? It is signifying that all the religious people are living togetherly. It is known as the unity in diversity. Right? Next one. Do you experience the theme reflect in the picture in your real life? If not, why not? Why may be the possible reason for this? Okay, so did you reflect with this picture what is shown in our textbook? Yes, you might have reflected. Yes, why? Because in our class also there are many students coming from different religions. Okay, from different religions. Some are Muslims, some are Hindus, some are Christians, some are ST people are there. Yes or no? So these all people are not having any partition. Only the equal teacher is teaching. Only one teacher is teaching to all the students, and all the caste and the religious people are listening the same class. That means we had the unity. Right? Now see here. Oral discourse is given, children. A talk on what here? Unity in diversity. Just we are talking the unity in the diversity. And this unity in diversity is becoming a spirit of our nation. Okay. So when different religious people are living togetherly, then however our country is going to become a very strong country. That means it is going to become the spirit of our country, children. Right? Everybody might have understood, I think, about this picture. Now let us start the reading A part, children. What is given here about my childhood? So everyone are getting confused, I think so. Whose childhood we are going to learn? Yours childhood or my childhood or some other's childhood? Okay, so from our textbook we are going to learn about a great personality whose name was given in the page number 201, children, about the author. So he has written his own story, biography, children, about the author he has given. He is none other than that. Mine is nothing but here our Dr. Dr. is nothing but Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, ABDULKALAM. Okay, So our main hero of this lesson is APJ Abdul Kalam. So refer the page number 201, 201 children. So here the full form of Dr. APJ has given here. What is that? Dr. Abul Pakir Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam. Okay, everybody might have got a thing. You just repeat once more time. Dr. Abul, A-B-U-L, Abul Pakir Jainulabdin. What is that? Jainulabdin Abdul Kalam, who was born on 15th October 1931. Okay, 15th October children. 15th October 1931. Okay, he was born. Okay, his date of birth year was mentioned here on 15th October 1931 at Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. So Rameshwaram is a very famous place, I think. Yes or no? Many pilgrims will visit to that place. Why? Because we had a great temple in this Rameshwaram. Yes or no? Right. So Rameshwaram in Tamil Nadu. He was responsible for the evolution of ISRO's launch vehicle program. So who was responsible? Our APJ Abdul Kalam was responsible for the evolution. Evolution is nothing but the development of the ISRO, ISRO. ISRO, what is the meaning of ISRO children? I is nothing but the Indian. Okay. I is nothing but International Space Research Organization. Okay, what is this? International Space Research Organization. Okay. Or I will write here International Space Research Organization. ORGANISATION organization. So everybody must have understood, I think, the full form ISRO. This is one type of the GK question which you came across in the GK books, right? General knowledge. ISRO, International Space Research Organization. So what he has done, he was responsible for the evaluation of, he was responsible for the development of the ISRO launch vehicle program, particularly the PSLV. What is the full form of PSLV? PSLV. The full form of P is nothing but polar. POLAR, polar. Yes, polar is satellite. SATELLITE. SATELLITE, satellite. Launch, LAUNCH, launch. V is nothing but vehicle. VEHICLE. Right? Everybody might have got it. So PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Right? Particularly the PSLV configuration and for the development of the operationalization of Agni and Prithvi missile and for building indigenous capability in critical technologies through networks of multiple institutions. So these Agni and Prithvi, these both of them are the names of the missiles. Okay, Prithvi missiles, these are the missiles. Next one. So in his literary pursuit, so whatever the literatures he has written, no, APJ Abdul Kalam. So he has written the what here? He has written the 4 most famous books, children. So they are known as the Dr. Kalam book. What are those? The first one is the Wings of Fire. What is that? First one is the Wings of Fire. Second one is India 2020, a vision for the new millennium. And the third one is My Journey. Fourth one is Ignited Minds, unleashing the power within India, have become household names in India and among the Indian national abroad. So these 4 books have become very, very famous all over the country, and not only country, all over the world also. Dr. Kalam received honorary doctorate from 30 universities. That means he had got the honorary. That means 30 universities have honored this APJ Abdul Kalam and institutions also. He was awarded the coveted Civilian Award, Padma Bhushan Award and Padma Vibhushan, and the highest civilization award, Bharat Ratna. So these famous awards were received by the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. And lastly, so Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam became the 11th President of India on 25th July 2002. So he has become what here? 11th President children. President. So he has become one of the 11th President of India. Right? Now let us go to his childhood. Now our reading A, let us start children here. So reading A is given. Read the following extract from Wings of Fire. We have came to know that our APJ has written the 4 famous books. No, among them one is the Wings of Fire. Where who has written this one? Our former President of India speaks of his childhood. So in his book, which book? From in the Wings of Fire, he has written his own story, his own biography children. So who is this person? He is the one of the former President of India, and he speaks about his childhood here. So my childhood. So everybody in the page number 197, we are going to come across the childhood of which personality here? Great personality, APJ Abdul Kalam. Let us start with the first paragraph children here. My childhood. Already I have mentioned the name my childhood. See here. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile Madras state. So I was born. Who is I here? Here I is nothing but our main personality APJ Abdul Kalam. So he was born in the island town of Rameshwaram. So Rameshwaram is the one of the place which is present in Tamil Nadu children. So it is so he was born in that place only in the erstwhile Madras state. Erstwhile means the meaning of erstwhile is given. Former Madras state. Former means that means now we are going to call Chennai. No, so before we used to call Madras. Now my father. Whose father? APJ Abdul Kalam's father. Kalam's father. What is his name? Jainuddin. The father name of the father is. The father of APJ is, who is his father? Jain, Jain, Jainuddin. Jainuddin. Okay, the father, the name of the father of APJ was Jainuddin. Had neither much formal education nor much wealth. That means he don't have much. He did not got much educated, and he don't have that much of money also to survive. Next one. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. Okay, even though he don't have money and he did not educated, in spite of that, the disadvantages, even though he had this kind of advantages, he possessed, that means he influenced great innate wisdom, essential wisdom. Innate wisdom is nothing but he offered only for the essential wisdom and a true generosity of spirit. That means he is one of the kind person. Okay, so he struggled only to become a kind. Okay, and the kind people have a lot of spirit. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother. So mother name is mentioned here. Mother. Who is the mother of the APJ? Ashi Amma. ASHIAMMA. So Ashi Amma is the mother of Abdul Kalam. Okay. Next one. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day. So our APJ is telling that he could not count those people. Those people who are going to come to his house and have the food. But I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. Okay, so whoever are very hungry, okay, the outcomers who are in need of help, who don't get the food, so for those people she used to feed give the food, and along with his mother, the Kalam also used to serve the food togetherly. Next one. Second paragraph. I was one of the children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. So among that, what happened means here. So he is one of the child of them. Whose child he was? Jainuddin and Ashi Amma's child was APJ Abdul Kalam, right? So he was a very short and undistinguished looks. Okay, he had some undistinguished nothing, but he had some attractive looks. Born to tall and handsome parents, that means their parents were very handsome and beautiful, and this boy was very short. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. So in the 19th century, which was built by their ancestor, that means grandparent, great grandparent, which was built in that house they began to live. It was a fairly large pakka house. Okay, so whatever the house was constructed in the 19th century, it was a large pakka house made of limestone and bricks. It was made up of the limestone and the bricks. On the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. So their house was located in the Mosque Street. That means one mosque is present in the street of the Rameshwaram. So in that street they are living. Now, my austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. So their father had one quality. What is that quality means? His father used to avoid all those such things which use the luxuries. Okay, so he had that quality. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine or clothes. So whatever things are necessary for the children, no, that things used to provided by the father here, Jainuddin. Next one. So in fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. So Abdul Kalam says that what he says that he says a very he says that his childhood was very secure. Okay, his father has provided him all the facilities which are necessary to him, and emotionally also. That means he had got a lot of love from his parents also. Right? Now see children here. All are able to see the picture now here. All are able to see your picture. Some children are a group of people are having the possessions on the roads. The group of people are having the possessions on the road. Some children are dancing. Okay, along with them, one Muslim child was joined with them. Son, right? So let us see here about his childhood. What has happened in his past life. The Second World War broke out in 1939. So during that period, the Second World War was broke out all over the world. So when I was 8 years old, when he was 8 years old, the Second World War was broke out. It started, children. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand of tamarind seeds reputed in the market. So during that time, what had happened, you know? So have you know the tamarind seeds? Yes or no, children? So whatever the tamarind seeds are there, no? Chintapandu you tell in Telugu. So that's what. So that tamarind seeds had a lot of demand during that period. So what he has done, he used to collect. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Mosque Street. So he used to collect wherever the seeds of tamarind had fallen. He used to collect all those seeds and he used to sell to the shopkeepers. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. Okay, so whatever the money he has collected, no, by selling the tamarind seeds, he used to collect 1 anna, children. Okay, so 1 ANNA. Anna is what here? Okay, it is equals to 6.25 pies, children. Okay, so we know that 1 rupee equals to 100 pies, no? So 1 anna is equals to 6.25 pies. So in our own languages, we tell them whenever we used to go to the shopkeepers when we are childhood. Okay, when your parents are children, so they used to take the 25 pies. Okay, for 25 pies we call it them as the charana. For 50 pies, 8 anna. Okay, so char. In Hindi, this word is indicating char. Okay, yes or no? Char means 4. 4 means char anna means char anna. Char anna equals to 25 pies. 25 pies. So this 1 anna equals to 6.25. When we are multiplying 6.25 for 4 times, we will be getting 25 pies only. Yes or no? 25 pies. 6 4s are 24. 25 pies. Again we are multiplying. So for 4 times we are multiplying, we are getting 25 pies. Okay, understood everybody? So 1 anna equals to 6.25 pies. He used to earn 1 anna, right? So in those days, for 1 anna also, they used to have a lot of demand children. Now, my brother-in-law, you know brother-in-law? Yes. So my brother-in-law Jalaluddin would tell me the stories about the war, which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. So Dinamani is a children. One more word has came here. Dina, M-A-N-I. Dinamani is the name of the newspaper, children. Newspaper. So this is the name of the what here? This is the name of the newspaper here. So we used to get more and more information about the World War II from the Dinamani newspaper. And this newspaper mostly we used to get in the Tamil language, in Tamil Nadu only, children, right? Next one. Our area being isolated. During the time, our area, that means the Rameshwaram area used to be isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon, India was forced to join the Allied forces. Something like a state of emergency was declared. So during that time, their area was isolated. Soon what happened means their area was declared that they had some emergency. So during that time, what had happened? The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram station. So the first casualty is nothing but, children, as a victim also we can tell. Okay, so the first victim came as in the form of what here? They are going to be stop the trains in the Rameshwaram. They should not move the trains in the Rameshwaram station. So all the trains were stopped in the railway station only. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road, because between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. Okay, so from between the road from Rameshwaram to Dhanushkodi in Tamil Nadu, they used to throw the newspaper. Then afterwards, what happened? That forced my cousin Shamsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles. And as if naturally, I filled the slot. Shamsuddin helped me earn my first wages. So the Shamsuddin used to help for this boy by handling the bundles, and Abdul Kalam used to throw the newspaper on the roads. Then afterwards, what happened? Half a century means when he has completed the 50 years later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. Okay, so he is feeling very proud. He is feeling very proud to earn the money by himself. Next one. Next paragraph, children. Every child is born with some inherited characters. Okay, so whenever, have you seen in your family members? I think so. Yes or no? From your brothers and from your sister side or from your parents side also you have seen, I think. So all the children are born with inherited characters. Inherited is nothing but some parental qualities. Whatever our ancestor has the qualities, no, same qualities, we too are facing the same here. Yes or no? Again, our parents used to know your behavior is same like your great grandfather only, great grandmother only. Your parents will tell children. Here also the same here. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics. Okay, in Telugu we can call it as the Varasatvanga Lakshanalu. Okay, so whatever our ancestors have the qualities, the same qualities our children also taking in morning, right? Into a specific social, economic and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. So how these qualities are taking and coming the children know? In the same way our Abdul Kalam also is taking the same qualities. Okay, I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father. So he has taken the same qualities. Whatever his father has, a discipline, self-discipline and the honesty, the qualities this boy also had got here. Next one. I inherited faith in goodness. So he had a belief in the goodness and deep kindness also. And so did my three brothers and sisters. Means the same qualities whatever the Abdul Kalam has, the same qualities their brothers and the sister also had the same qualities. I had three close friends. That means who had the three close friends here? Our Kalam had three close friends. Who are those three close friends? Let us see here. In my childhood, that means he had three close friends in his childhood. First one is the Ramanatha Shastri. Okay, Yes, sir. So you are getting confusing, sir. Why a Muslim boy had a friendship with the Hindu boy, sir? No. So our APJ Abul, what is full name here? Abul Pakir Jainuddin Abul Kalam. Okay, so he belongs to Muslims community, but this Ramanatha Shastri belongs to the Hindu community. Yes, sir. No. So here our lesson is dealing with the same thing. What is that? Nation and the diversity. Being in one country, living with different caste religious unitedly. That is the main concept we are going to learn from this lesson, right? So here one of the friend was the Ramanatha Shastri. Next one is Arvindan and Shiva Prakashan. Okay, so these three Hindu children are the best friends of the Kalam. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. That means these three boys belongs to which family here? Orthodox. Okay, they are traditionally Orthodox. They are traditionally Hindu Brahmin family children. Okay, Pujaris will Brahmin family. Next one. As child, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because our religious differences and upbringing. So even though they belong to different caste in the religion, they did not find any differences in their friendship children. In fact, one reason is this here. Why? Even though they had a lot of differentiation also, they are living together. Why means in fact Ramanatha Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri. Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, that means the father of the Ramanatha Shastri is the Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri. He was one of the the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. He is one of the priest. Pantulu children. So he is one of the Pantulu in the Rameshwaram temple. When later he took out the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Okay, so that means retirement. After retirement, the children will get the same job. The children here also the same. Ramanatha Shastri, the son of Pakshi Lakshmana Shastri, after the retirement of his father, he has taken the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple. Next, Arvinda Shastri went into the business of arranging the transport for visiting pilgrims. The people who are visiting from all over the India, the people are visiting for the Rameshwaram temple. No? So for those visitors, he used to guide them. And Shiva Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. Catering contractor for the Southern Railways. That means the Southern Railways, nothing but the people who are working in the southern part of the country, no? Which people? The railway people. For them, he used to provide the catering. He used to provide the food for those people. During the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyana ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site. So during the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyana ceremony, okay, so Sri Ramanavami, we used to call the children Sri Ramanavami. During that period, during that occasion, that family, Abdul Kalam family used to provide what here? They used to provide some, arrange some boats. For what purpose? To carry the idols. That means the idols, means the statues of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site. Children. Next one. And that site is situated in the middle of the pond called Rama Tirtha, which was near our house only. That means they near to their house, their site was present. Okay, so that site was also known as the Rama Tirtha. Next one. Even from the Ramayana and from his events from the Ramayana and from the life of the prophet were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our family. So here there is no partition in telling the stories also. Their parents, Abdul Kalam's parents, grandmothers and the mother used to tell the stories about the events, whatever the Rama has done, Lord Rama has done, Lord Lakshmana has done. Okay, so whatever the problems were faced by the Sita, everything events were taught by the about that stories, mother of the Abdul Kalam used to tell, okay, and grandmother also, right? So when they used to tell all the stories during the bedtime, my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our families, okay, in our family. So not only for the boy children, for Abdul Kalam, for all the children in the localities, their mother and the grandmother used to tell the events of the Ramayana and Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad, he is one of the messenger of the God, Allah, right? So this is the first part we have came across from the 7th unit. Okay children, so nation and the diversity, my childhood is the first part of our lesson. So remaining part, second part, we will be continuing in the next class children, right? So hope everybody might have understood it. Okay, so for the continuation part, go through the lesson one more time, whatever we have completed in this session, right? So with this I am ending my class. Next class we are going to deal with the part 2. So bye to everybody.